Before we begin, I need to give you all a warning. All the calls and cases that we're going to get into today are rough to listen to, hence the title of this video. If you'd like to skip this one, please feel free to do so. If not, let's begin. This first call took place on January 13th, 2025, north of Deland in Florida. As always, let's first listen to the call, and then I'll give you all the info after.
911, what's the address to your emergency?
Yes, yes, ma'am. It's there's a little boy being attacked by two dogs.
Okay. Are they in front of your house?
No, and I can't go near him because
listen, I'm not asking you to. So which way is it from your house to where he's at?
It's at the mailboxes when he first comes in. And do you know his name? Michael.
Come in off of where?
Where is it? Oh my God! Please hurry.
Listen to me. Listen, where are the mailboxes at? Okay, how old does he look?
How old is he? This boy is being attacked by a dog. The only other option I have is to go get my gun.
Listen to me. How old does he look?
He's like 12, I think the other boy says.
Does he know the dogs?
No, and they're literally tugging on him. Please hurry. He's not moving. I'm like a few feet away.
Who's not moving?
The boy that is being attacked. He was screaming for help, and I pinned him down on the ground, and they're, like, biting him, but he's not moving, and he's not responding. I'm on the phone with 911.
Who was that screaming?
Another neighbor. We're trying to help him. Yes, ma'am. He's not responding. Mom is on top of him. You know what I'm saying? Okay, there's another neighbor who's got a bat or something.
Okay.
Oh my God. Oh my God. How far out are they?
They are driving as quickly as they can. They are driving with lights and sirens.
If I shoot them, am I going to get in trouble? He's covered in blood. Mom is standing right next to him. I don't know, honey. Oh my God. He's not breathing. Do you not see the air? I can't see the air.
Okay, I know this is the last thing that you're thinking about, but where are the dogs?
They're in the road. And I'm telling you right now, I do have my firearm on them. I will shoot. It's a pit bull. One is gray. The other one is black and white. They attacked somebody. They attacked somebody. Go! Here they come. They're coming right now. They are not secure. No.
No. Is your firearm secure?
My firearm is secure. It is in my hand.
Okay.
You stay right there right now, baby. I know you do, baby. Just stay right there. There is another kid here who...
Is that his brother?
No, I don't think so. Where... Come here, baby. Come here. Come here. Come here, baby. Come here. His sister is with me. Come here. I know that's your brother, baby. No, baby. I know. What the hell? What the hell is, baby? What the hell? It's like a green house like that. It's like right here. It's like truck. Come down here.
Are they with him?
Yes, there's paramedics here. Ambulance is pulled in. Mom is here. Sister is here.
Is law enforcement there as well?
I'm sorry?
Is law enforcement there as well?
Yes, law enforcement is, I'm not sure where he went, but he was trying to control something with the dogs. Michael got attacked by dogs. Is that your dad? Do you want me to talk to him so he can understand?
That's okay. Listen, I can go ahead and let you go.
The incident was reported just before 5 p.m. in the area of Arabesque Drive and Airport Road.
I don't have an RP name yet. She said she's watching, saying that she can't get close without having a firearm. Do you want me to have rescue start that way based on the note?
Yes.
And 20 last call, last note is mom saying the child's not breathing.
I copy.
Kids look bad. I got the two dogs running towards the front gate. It's like two pit bulls. Hey, the next unit on scene, can you shut my truck door? I'm chasing the dogs down the street. I'm trying to stay with them. Hey, 20, I'm down the dirt road with the two dogs ahead of you. She's with the kid. You know whose dogs these are?
Get back! Get back in your yard! Get back in there! Get back! Even though that's not fenced, and they can make it through this, so keep that in mind.
Hey, back up! Hey, Graham. We could block this in.
On the other side of the shrubs, it's all open to the neighbors.
Have him get inside the house until we get him actually going.
Yeah, hey, either hop in the truck or go inside that house, one or the other.
Hey. You want to show them that way, Benky? Go back over the fence area. Because at least I'm going over it. Good boy.
Witnesses began CPR on the victim, but unfortunately he did not survive. His name was Michael Millett. He was only 8 years old. And Volusia County Sheriff Mike said this. Michael was riding his bike in a neighborhood with a friend when they came across two dogs roaming loose near the neighborhood. Michael then decided to stop and pet one of the dogs. The encounter started off friendly, but then the dogs quickly turned vicious and brutally attacked him. Michael's mother also arrived and shielded her son with her own body, but it was too late. Michael was pronounced dead on scene. And in a news conference, Sheriff Mike said this about the incident.
We are working closely with Animal Control Services. During this investigation, Animal Control took custody of the two dogs that were responsible. We're now awaiting the owner's response of whether to sign the dogs over or whether we have to go to court and fight over how we're going to proceed with this. So it's the beginning stages of an investigation. We are going to do everything humanly possible to hold the owner of these dogs responsible.
Rest in peace to Michael. He did not deserve this. Yeah, give me your thoughts about this case in the comments below. Let's move on to the next one. January 8th, 2022 in Fayetteville, North Carolina. An off-duty police officer who was in his vehicle with his family calls 911 because of this.
Fayetteville 911, what's the address of the emergency?
Yes, ma'am, it's an emergency. I'm on Shenandoah and Bingham Drive. I just had a male jump on my vehicle and break my windshield. I just shot him.
You just shot, sir? You said you shot him?
Yes, he jumped on my car.
I understand what you're saying. I'm just trying to get our help to you, okay? What's your name?
Yes, I'm a lieutenant with the Cumberland County Sheriff's Office.
Okay, listen to me. Are you right beside the subject?
I am.
Okay, is he breathing?
He's gone, man.
You said
no, ma'am,
okay.
He's not. He's gone.
When did this happen?
Just now.
Okay.
I need units out here. There's people gathering.
Okay, all right, listen to me. What kind of vehicle are you in?
I am in a red Ford F-150. He has shattered my windshield.
Okay, I understand. What kind of vehicle was he in?
Just keep moving, ma'am. I'm the deputy sheriff. Come here. He jumped on my vehicle. I just had to shoot him.
Okay, can you tell me what happened?
I was driving down the road, and he came flying across Bingham Drive running. And then I stopped so I wouldn't hit him, and he jumped on my car and started screaming, pulled my windshield wipers off, and started beating my windshield and broke my windshield. I have my wife and my daughter in my vehicle.
Okay. Did he have any weapons, sir?
No, he just tore my wipers off and started beating the door.
Okay.
He busted my windshield. I don't know, ma'am.
All right. Take deep breaths for me, okay? How many people are surrounding you?
You what now, ma'am?
How many people are out there around you?
There's tons of cars and there's people gathering around.
Okay.
He had a light post right now. I need EMS here now.
Okay, they are en route, okay? Where was he shot?
I have a trauma nurse out here.
Okay, I understand. Can somebody tell me where he was shot?
Do you find the holes, ma'am? No. I'm seeing blood on this side, ma'am.
I need to do put it a shot or something.
Okay. Is she getting a clean, dry cloth?
Okay.
Call Papa now. Here's the towel.
Where did you shoot him, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Just focus on me for a minute, okay? Does somebody have a clean, dry cloth?
Can you hear me, baby?
Ma'am, say again.
Okay. Does anybody have a clean, dry cloth?
Yes, we are plugging the holes now.
Okay. All right. Tell her to keep pressure on the hole and don't lift it up.
Here now.
Where did you shoot him? Where did you shoot him?
I don't know. He was on the front of my vehicle. He jumped on my car.
Where is the entry point?
I do not know.
Okay, all right. Don't engage with them. Just talk to me, okay?
Okay. I'm trying to protect my daughter and my wife.
I understand. I understand.
People are hostile right now.
I understand they're hostile, but you just talk to me, okay? We have units. Let me know when they're out with you, okay?
I hear SPD's here now.
Okay. Are they right there beside you?
What now, ma'am?
Okay. Are they right there beside you?
They're pulling up now.
Okay, you stay on the line with me until they get right beside you, okay?
Okay.
All right, just talk to me and don't engage with the people, okay?
I'm trying. I'm just trying to protect my family.
I understand. Nobody else is hurt, correct?
No, nobody else is hurt.
Okay, all right.
Okay, can I talk to the officers now?
Yes, talk to the officers, sir.
Okay, all right.
All right, bye-bye.
The man that made the call and committed the shooting is Lieutenant Jeffrey Hash. The person who was shot is 37-year-old Jason Walker. Jason was pronounced dead on scene, and according to reports, Jeffrey was driving down Bingham Drive with his family when suddenly a man ran at his truck, jumped on the hood, ripped off his windshield wiper, and began hitting it against his windshield. He said he feared for his life, wife, and daughter, so he shot him in self-defense. Lieutenant Jeffrey Hash wasn't punished in any way, type, or form. He wasn't charged with anything. They basically said, hey man, it's okay, it happens to all of us. Don't stress about it, dog. Now go take a vacation and we'll pay for the whole thing. I mean, that's what really actually happened. He was cleared of any criminal wrongdoing in April of 2022 when the North Carolina District Attorney's Office announced they would not seek charges against him. The state said it could not prove the shooting was unlawful beyond a reasonable doubt and said Jeffrey justified self-defense. Jason was shot 4 times. The first shot was to the side of his head and the last 3 were at his back, meaning that he got out of his truck and shot Jason 3 more times while he had his back turned. And the autopsy report said this: based on the findings and circumstances surrounding the death as currently understood, the cause of death is listed as multiple gunshot wounds. The manner of death is determined to be homicide. Toxicology testing found Walker's blood contained only traces of nicotine, caffeine, and medicinal levels of diphenhydramine, an ingredient most commonly found in allergy medication. No alcohol or common drugs of abuse were detected. So why did he shoot him? Why? That's the big mystery, right? Because Jeffrey could have just kept on driving and ignored Jason. He could have also just done nothing and let it pass. And mind you, Jeffrey knew that Jason didn't have any weapons. He said it in the 911 call.
Did he have any weapons, sir?
No, he just tore my wipers off and started beating the door.
And also, what's a windshield wiper gonna do when you're in a big truck and carrying a loaded weapon? This is clearly excessive force by an off-duty police officer to a civilian. Now, I'm not saying that what Jason did was right, because I can already see people saying that, well, don't jump on people's cars and you won't get shot. That's the thing though, we don't exactly know what happened. However, I do have a theory, but we'll get to that later in the video. Now, there is actually 2 witnesses in this case. Well, sort of. Jason Walker's father and the trauma nurse that you heard in the background of the call.
Okay. Who saw it?
I saw it. I saw it. He jumped up. That fella jumped up on the hood, and he jumped out his car and shot it.
Okay. You got an ID? You got an ID?
Yeah, I got an ID. I live right across the street.
Thank you.
Mine's on my side. Is that the point of view? Yes. Okay, got it. I was coming down here. I got it. He ran across the street, so I stopped. Jumped on my car.
I'm gonna hang on to this for a second. You witnessed everything?
I saw it.
Okay.
I have my daughter and my child in here. Okay, got you. Are you related to anybody here? No. You too. Got you. Is this your family? No. Okay, got you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my son. He's my son.
This is your son.
Okay, this your son?
What's his name, sir? Your son? Jason. You got any kind of medical issues or anything like that? Before this, no? What happened just before he came over here?
He came over there and he came out the yard, and I was trying to get him to come back over here, and I called him. I said, come back, Jason. And come out into the street.
Right.
He was out here in the daggone street, and that fella drove up.
248 City.
Jumped up on the guy's hood, and the guy jumped out and shoots him.
Gotcha. Okay. Did anybody record anything like that?
I don't know about nobody recording the shooting, the actual shooting, but you can see where he was on the hood.
Gotcha.
Right,
gotcha. Okay.
You see right there, pulled off.
Okay.
Pulled off one of the daggone windshield wipers, and he hit the windshield.
Does he have any mental issues or anything like that? As far as you know? Okay, I'm sorry to ask you the question.
So he didn't hit him with his truck. That's also proven by the onboard computer on Jason's truck, or black box, which showed it did not register any impact on the vehicle by any person or thing. The trauma nurse, though, said she saw something else. She said she heard the shooting and actually saw the off-duty officer's truck hit Jason.
Take me back to that moment. What did you see?
So coming from it, we just turned out our new house. We just got a new house, so we're still trying to figure out like the roads and everything. So we made a left onto Bingham, and then I saw, like, as we were coming through, there was a red truck, and I saw it from behind in clear view, and I saw him like brake and completely stop, and then kept going. And then as we were approaching, I saw him hit Jason. And from what I saw from behind, at first when that part happened, was he hit him and Jason hit forward and then his body was slammed onto the windshield. And then from behind, as I saw, and I heard the gunshots, the first one I saw was, from the looks of it, he shot through the windshield first. And then he started shooting the 3 other shots outside the vehicle.
And again, give me your vantage point of where you're seeing this. Are you behind the vehicle, the red truck, or are you on the side?
Right behind it, and then pulling up to the side of it.
And what made you decide to pull up to the side of it? Is it because you're saying that the red truck put on brakes?
No, not because of that, because I saw someone was hit. I wasn't sure exactly, or he struck something, and then went to the side because I heard the gunshots, and then I was like, "What's going on?" And then my boyfriend pulled up right beside him, and then rolled down the window, and I was like, "What did you just do?" And he's like, "I'm an officer. Keep going, ma'am." And then I said, "Hell no!" I jumped out of the car and I ran right to Jason, and then from that point, I saw the pool of blood from his back, and I was screaming, "I need something to put on his wounds. I need to find the entry point. I need to see the exit wound and where all the blood was gushing from." I was screaming, "I need a towel." The officer wasn't really paying any attention to me. He was on the phone, and until another bystander ran out, he's the one that gave me a towel and the shirt off his back, and I was able to put pressure on it. And then I felt for a pulse, and he had a faint pulse, but it was still there. And I know I was talking to him, trying to calm him down, even though he might have not heard me. He was in and out. I was like, "It's going to be okay, baby. Just hold on. They're coming. You're going to be just fine." And then he did he blinked once and opened his eyes and let out a sigh. And that's when I think he passed away. And then I kept holding pressure on him, and the officers came and they weren't doing anything. They weren't helping me. And I was confused. They just were staring at me and so focused at the off-duty officer. I was kind of, in the moment, I was kind of confused, but my main focus stayed on Jason. So I really didn't grasp the whole situation until I got back in my car, and I was like, why the hell didn't anyone help me? Why were y'all just standing around and just watching me? Why were y'all so calm? And they didn't take this man's gun. They didn't render him. They didn't put him in the back of the police car. They didn't show concern. Their hands were in their pocket. The passenger, she was playing with her hair, smiling, doing all this and that. And I don't know if that was the wife and then the daughter. From what he said, he was protecting him and his family. You were in a truck. How is someone going to jump on top of your big Ford truck and you feel intimidated? You're already in a big vehicle and you hit him, and then I think he wasn't paying attention by the way it escalated and him braking and kept going to where the point where he felt danger enough to shoot someone in the back and continue to shoot at him.
Ms. Ricks, I want to backtrack just a bit because you mentioned that you were the only one that rendered aid. And
yes,
I remember being in the press conference with the police chief, and she answered that question saying that there was a medical professional, I'm assuming she's talking about you, that was on scene, that was rendering aid. One of her officers looked to make sure that you were rendering that aid and then continued with the investigation. Your response to her saying that, the Chief Hawkins.
Well, the first time I watched it was last night. So I was kind of taken back, going back a little bit to, she hasn't directly talked to me. None of her officers have taken a statement from me. No one has came to my house from the police department. So how would she know I was a first responder? And how is that my job? I'm not a hospital, unfortunately. How would they verify that as well? Who told them I was a nurse? And I'm no longer in that field. So I wanted to address that as well. Because no one came up to help me either. And none of those officers asked me if I was a nurse. So that's why I'm confused.
We hear on the 911 call from, and we assume that this is Lieutenant Hash, saying that we have a trauma nurse here. The assumption is that he's referring to you since you are the one by Jason Walker's body. So that's the first time that we hear trauma nurse. Are you a trauma nurse? Were you a trauma nurse?
I worked in the trauma field. I have a medical background, but I am not currently working as a nurse, haven't been employed in a hospital. I chose a different direction of profession.
How many years ago was that you were working in the trauma sector in a medical facility? 4 years. Okay. The police chief says that they got statements from people on scene, and the only witness that they have that said that they saw anything says that they did not see an accident, meaning a wreck, meaning that truck hitting Jason Walker. So are you saying that you have not spoken to any investigators or talking to anyone about what you saw and heard on scene?
No, sir. I've tried to reach out multiple times. No one's responded.
Now, Chief Hawkins said during a press conference on Sunday that I was at that they made attempts to reach out to, and I'm assuming you, meaning the witness, for you to talk with them, but they had been unsuccessful. Now they are hoping that you and anyone else that has seen anything or heard anything will contact the SBI. Have you contacted the SBI?
Right now, when we started getting threats to me and my family regarding safety and watching my back and my children's back. And it's cost me my employment. I own my own business. I'm the sole provider for my family. My boyfriend, soon to be husband, he has cancer right now. So there's a lot about my family that they want to speak on, and they don't know it. They don't know the facts. We recently lost our house in a fire as well back in June. We've been struggling and everything, and we just got to the point where we're finally stable. And with all that going on, and now this going on, it's been very traumatic for me and my family. I was trying to save his life. I don't understand why others would try to ruin it. What I did was an act of love and compassion. I didn't think twice. I hopped out my vehicle and jumped to the scene to comfort him. And I just wanted his family to know he was very much loved and showed compassion the whole time. And that's what gives me closure at night, because no matter what, the threats, the everything, me losing clients, me everything, it's horrible, and it's taken a toll on us financially, mentally, physically, but I don't regret any of this. And if I had to do it again, I would do it the exact same way.
And what? I didn't mean to cut you off. And what?
And regardless of the hate, the negativity, the backlash, I'm going to stay strong and I will not be silenced because I know what I saw, I know what I heard, and I saw the body language, and I'm going to be Jason's voice regardless, and no one can intimidate me into silence anymore.
Well, I'm glad you're saying this, Ms. Ricks, because let's get back to the SBI investigation now that they are the lead. Given what you said, saying that what you saw was Lieutenant Hash shooting through the windshield, you saw Lieutenant Hash hit Jason Walker, that is pertinent information that would be helpful to the SBI investigation. So again, I ask, given the threats that you're going through, given the hardships, this seems to be some important information that investigators would need to hear. So why haven't you reached out to give that information?
My attorney is currently collaborating with the SBI in our voices and speaking up on this matter. And I will address that that's happening, and I don't want anyone to think that we haven't taken action.
When did you retain a lawyer?
Currently today, before this meeting and everything.
Okay, so those conversations between your lawyer and the SBI will happen. They have not happened yet.
Yeah, so like regarding that, since I haven't had a face-to-face with my attorney yet, we've only spoken brief, he's just put me on the side of caution, what I say. So right now, that's kind of what all I'm going to be able to say at this point regarding how everything directly took place.
Okay. This is a very controversial issue. As you can imagine, you have the police chief and investigators saying that there's a black box on this truck that shows that there was no impact whatsoever, meaning that dispelling the thought that Jason Walker was hit. But you are saying that what you saw is that Jason Walker was hit by Lieutenant Hash's vehicle. Is that correct?
Yes, and I do want to say the same chief of police also said that there was no eyewitnesses to the incident as well, but I definitely remember that. So I'm confused about that. So that little box and then her statement, I don't really trust anything that they say at this point.
Gotcha. Yeah, I remember when I was at the press conference, Chief Hawkins said that no one that's on the scene, that the only witness that they have that they'd spoken to or captured on body camera video said that they had not seen the crash. That is what I remember the Chief Hawkins saying at the press conference.
Yes,
you disagree with that?
They might not have seen it, but I did.
I'm sorry, say that again.
I said they personally might have not saw it, but I did.
Okay. Is there anything else, Ms. Ricks, that you would like to say or share that I haven't asked that you want to get across?
I just want justice for Jason. I want the truth to be told. I am tired of the brutal, senseless murders. I'm tired of people in fear for their lives and in a situation where they shouldn't be fearful. I am tired of the trigger-happy people. I'm tired of the federal police trying to hide this. I am tired of everything trying to be covered up and me be silenced. There is a video that my fiance posted. I stick to what I did. I stick to what I saw, and I will be very active throughout this whole thing and working with the family to give them justice and comfort during this really hard time.
Thank you, Ms. Ricks. Are you willing to share that video with us, ABC 11? We have not aired that video.
At this time, we don't want to comment on it, and we're not disclosing anything at the moment.
Got it. And my very last question, are you willing to give me the name of your attorney?
At this point, no, but later on, it will be released when we're ready to get justice to Jason.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Ricks. Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate this opportunity to talk with you about what happened.
First, I want to commend Elizabeth for being extremely brave and doing her best to help Jason. But something's off with this interview. And I don't necessarily mean that in a good way or in a bad way. Again, something is just not right. First thing I noticed is that she's contradicting herself. She said she saw the truck actually hit Jason. But in this clip that I'm about to show you, she said she's not exactly sure what happened.
Okay, who witnessed what?
I need a alcohol pad or something to wipe off his blood.
Ooh, I don't have one handy.
Okay, yeah, I just don't know because I didn't have gloves or anything, and I was holding the pressure and stuff before y'all got here. I'm a trauma nurse, sorry, I'm just shooken up.
That's okay. What? Can you tell me what happened?
So we were up, but he was already on the ground, but he was in the truck, and he came up, and I don't know what exactly happened. I don't know if he got onto the car or he was actually hit. I don't know. Okay. But they were in the truck, in the vehicle. I don't understand. They were in a big car. He didn't have anything on him or anything like that. Speculation, I don't know if he was mentally unwell or anything.
Okay.
And then the guy just started shooting him. And while the car.
While he was in the car, he shot him.
The sheriff, whatever the hell. He says he's the sheriff. But I didn't see any pose of threat.
So he was already on the ground and he shot him?
Yeah. It's like he hit him and then got out and then just shot him. Did he have a pulse?
And you also saw it? Or?
I don't know exactly.
I just seen the man on the ground when we pulled up. And
I
said
saw
that he
him
had
hit
ran out in
him.
front of him and hit his car, came up on his car, so he shot him. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, but he was first and then shot him.
You know if he was hit by the car?
Yeah, that's he literally, I didn't fully see it all happen, but when he got, all I saw was what's happened. I rolled down my window. He was like, he ran in front of my car and he said that he was trying to protect his family. And then I saw him get out.
That's family there.
Yeah, they were all in that big truck.
Okay.
She said she saw it happen, then she said she didn't see the full thing happen. She's going back and forth, but it could be because of the adrenaline. The second thing is, she said that she is a trauma nurse, but in the interview that we just watched, she said that she isn't.
I'm a trauma nurse, sorry. I'm a trauma nurse, sorry.
Are you a trauma nurse? Were you a trauma nurse?
I worked in the trauma field. I have a medical background, but I am not currently working as a nurse, haven't been employed in a hospital. I chose a different direction of profession.
How many years ago was that you were working in the trauma sector in a medical facility? 4 years. Okay.
Next thing I noticed is that in the interview, someone is in the room with her. When asked if she had contacted the SBI, she looks to the side and someone is telling her the word threats. You can sort of hear it as well.
Now they are hoping that you and anyone else that has seen anything or heard anything will contact the SBI. Have you contacted the SBI?
Then it happens again, but this time I couldn't really hear what was said. And when asked when did she retain a lawyer, based on her mannerisms, I personally think she was lying, but I could be wrong.
When did you retain a lawyer?
Currently today, before this meeting and everything.
Okay, so those conversations between your lawyer and the SBI will happen. They have not happened yet.
Yeah, so like regarding that, since I haven't had a face-to-face with my attorney yet, we've only spoken brief, he's just put me on the side of caution, what I say. So right now, that's kind of what all I'm going to be able to say at this point regarding how everything directly took place.
And the final thing that I find bizarre is that why wouldn't she give the same statement to police under oath? The interviewer also told her that they've been trying to reach her, but she hasn't been responding. And the reason that I kept looking into this is because you gotta question if she's a credible witness. And again, I commend Elizabeth for being extremely brave and trying to help Jason. No one can take that away from her. Anyway, the main focus in this case is that Jason Walker was murdered in plain daylight in the middle of the street, and the culprit is out living his best life. It just doesn't make sense.
A year later, and the community still shouts his name, Jason Walker, a 37-year-old who was shot 4 times by off-duty Cumberland County Sheriff Lieutenant Jeffrey Hash on a Fayetteville street a year ago today. The shooting happened after Walker was accused of jumping on Hash's car and beating his windshield with a wiper blade. Hash hasn't faced criminal charges.
We know that we want changes in the system that deny Jason his justice.
On the first anniversary of Walker's death, social justice activists like Angela Tatum Malloy, along with people from the community, met at the historic Market House, where he was remembered, but also where there was once again a call for change.
Now moving on to my theory of what I actually think happened. I believe Jason got into some sort of heated argument with his dad. Then he storms out, crosses the street, and Jeffrey's truck then almost hits Jason. Jeffrey, I imagine, wasn't paying attention to the road. Jason then got mad and said, "Hey man, you almost hit me." Overreacts, gets on top of Jeffrey's truck, breaks a windshield wiper, and starts banging on the window with it. Jeffrey uses excessive force and knowingly murders an unarmed man. And just to remind you, he shoots him once through the window, gets out of the truck, and shoots him 3 more times in the back. If I missed anything in this case, leave it down below in the comments, and also give me your opinion on this case. Let's move on to the last call. February 13th, 2018 in Mount Hood, Oregon. A man who's 10,300 feet above ground on an icy mountain calls 911 and tells the dispatcher this.
Can you hear me?
911 location of your emergency.
Mount Hood.
Are you calling about the climber who fell?
Yes.
Okay, we're getting multiple calls on this. Can you give me
I'm the only one with the eyes on the individual right now.
Okay.
I'm currently still 200 feet above the climber. He's not moving. I'm working my way down on a bad spot. I came across blood.
Okay, all right. Slow down just a second for me here.
Okay.
In your best description, can you tell me where exactly he is?
Okay. We're at the top of the Palmer Glacier.
And you said you can get me a GPS coordinate?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's still not moving.
Okay, and you're how far above him?
150 feet.
Okay.
I'm not a very experienced climber, and I'm on some shit. I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay,
I'm working my way down.
Okay, yeah, I don't want you to put yourself in any danger at all because we don't need you getting hurt, okay?
Stop that. But I'm on my way to him. Hang in there, buddy! What do I do? Do I go try to help him? I might get hit by a rock, but I don't care.
Okay, first off here, Brayton, we need to keep you as safe as possible, okay? Okay, as hard as it might be to take right now, he might not be viable, okay? If he's not responding to you, so we need to keep you safe so that we're not dealing with 2 patients here, okay? You're still making your way to him, right, Brayden?
Yes.
Okay,
buddy, can you hear me?
Just remember your safety comes first here, okay?
Well, I'm gonna shoot. If I spend too much time here, I'm gonna get fucked up. So hopefully someone's on a hurry here.
Right, but they are breaking.
Because I'm not moving until someone gets up here. And
okay, wait.
I guess he'll just die if no one's gonna come.
Okay, Brayton. Remember, you need to understand you're on the top of the mountain, okay? So it's gonna take us just a bit to get people there.
Buddy, are you okay? Can you hear me? He's moving.
Okay.
Hey, buddy.
Are you with
him? Hey, yeah, I need help on give me someone that can help me talk to him. Help me help this guy.
Okay, Brayton.
Buddy, his legs are higher. Hey, bud, you're looking okay. Just hang tight, okay? Just hang tight. Just hang tight. You're doing okay. You're doing okay, buddy. You're doing okay, buddy. You're okay. Hey.
Okay.
Just hang tight. You're doing great. You're doing great. You're fine. Help is on the way.
Brayton.
Yes.
Okay, one of my search and rescue deputies wants me to transfer you over to his cell phone to talk to you, okay?
Okay, let's make it happen.
Okay, so...
He has bleeding out of the top of the head.
Okay. Was he wearing a helmet?
Hey, buddy, you look okay. I'm sure he was.
He's not now, though?
No. But, oh, God.
Okay. Brayton, it's important. Listen. If the phone...
Can you take a message for my mom for me?
Brayton, okay.
Tell her I love her.
Brayton, take a deep breath and listen, okay?
No, I'm okay. Okay.
Yep, take a deep breath and listen, because I need you to pay attention to what I'm saying, okay?
The man who made the call is Brayton Jurusevich. The 911 operator actually stayed with him on the line for over 2 hours. Brayton and 6 other climbers witnessed 35-year-old Miha Sumi fall about 1,000 feet. And when Brayton made it to Sumi, he was still alive. And as soon as the other climbers caught up to them, they began CPR on Sumi for about 90 minutes until help arrived. Unfortunately, he was pronounced dead at a Portland hospital. The injuries were just too severe. And according to reports on why and how he fell, well, there's not too much to explain. It was just slippery. Sumi was sprawled with his feet above his head on an icy slope about 10,300 feet, and the 6 climbers who were left behind were later evacuated by either a sled, a snow tractor, or hiked out with rescuers. It took about 7 hours to get them all out of there. Apparently about 10,000 people climb Mount Hood each year, but conditions on the peak, which has 11 active glaciers, can be dangerous, and more than 130 people have died on the mountain. Anyway guys, that's the video. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you if you're a member of the channel and or a patron. I will see you guys soon. Hopefully you're doing okay, and as always, be kind and pass it around. Always pass it around. See you soon. Goodbye.